Heavyweight Championship crown. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are off and running one more time. Joy Yellow here at ringside with my co-host, if you will, The Natural. This match pre-recorded. It happened a few days ago. The title was on the line, a title lumberjack match between that man right there, Champagne Jerry Morrow, the WFWA champion, now having words with Bulldog Bob Brown and Kerry Pitbull Brown after what happened when the Browns turned themselves, well, I guess into fan favorites when they came, well, actually Bulldog came to the rescue of his son in a match where you interfered with Champagne Jerry Morrow. There is the opponent right there. We're talking about Cruz, 226 pounds from East Los Angeles, a lumberjack match that you took part in. You were at ringside. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this match pre-recorded from a few days ago when Cruz battled Champagne Jerry Morrow for the title in a lumberjack match.
Well, Joe, I don't know why you're looking at me. I got nothing to say. Bulldog Bob Brown and Kerry Brown are sitting right there on the screen in front of us, and it makes me sick. I can't wait to get my hands on them, and Jerry Morrow feels the same way.
Well, this match took place a few days ago. They called yourself and myself into the studio here at the WFWA to call the play-by-play. This match was not actually supposed to be taped for television, but just for a reference back in case of any discrepancy for the WFWA committee. The promoters decided to show this one on television, and a good thing, because this was a great championship match between Champagne Jerry Morrow and Cruz. You saw the referee holding up the WFWA title, and Natural, there you are on the other side of the ring next to the Wild Thing, talking to some of the fans, Bulldog Bob Brown and Kerry Pitbull Brown on this side of the ring. And this was a couple of weeks, of course, now that the Browns have been cheered by the fans. And there is a lot of resentment, I guess, in your eyes still about the Browns.
Well, sure. How can you look at the back of Bulldog Bob Brown's ugly head? How could you not resent a man that looked like that? Bob Brown picked a bad day to play daddy to his good-for-nothing, God-forsaken punk of a kid, Kerry Brown. The day that he sided with that illegitimate kid of his, that red-headed stepchild kid of his, Kerry, over his friend the Natural, is the day that he signed his own death sentence.
Well, this was a big match for Cruz against Champagne Jerry Morrow. On last week's show, they showed the big match, the title confrontation, where Jerry Morrow walked away from the ring area and was counted out. He held on to the title. Promoter Tony Candello had put this match together, a match where Champagne Jerry Morrow couldn't run away, and you can see what we're talking about as the Browns throw Morrow back in there, and Cruz, I would have to say, would have to be favored in a match like this that took place, once again, ladies and gentlemen, a few days ago. Joy Yellow here in the Natural calling this one in the studio for you.
Now, why would you say Cruz should be favored? He lost last week. He never won the title from Jerry Morrow. Jerry Morrow's a champion. Jerry Morrow's wrestled all over the world. Jerry Morrow was a champion in Japan, in Puerto Rico, in Calgary, in the United States, in New York City. Why would you make a statement that Cruz is the favorite? Joe Ayala, you are the most biased announcer I've ever seen.
I'm just calling him a favorite because there is nowhere for Champagne Jerry Morrow to run. There is nowhere for Jerry Morrow to hide in a match like this. He walked away a week ago. In this case, the only way he can win this match is by disqualification. He'll hold on to the belt, but the only way he can win is by submission or pinfall.
Well, why can't he walk away today?
Well, there's no way you're going to get past the Browns or other men like Bobby J or other athletes. Well, you'd let them go through, I guess.
Well, I might, but you know what happens? You see, what if Jerry Morrow decided he did want to walk away? He'd go down and slap Bob Brown one time, and he'd be back in the dressing room before that crazy old man knew what hit him.
Well, I'll tell you what, Cruz just landed a flying drop kick, and Morrow went out to the right side of the ring. But you could see what happened there. You had to put him back in the ring. That is the rules and the stipulations in this kind of a match. But you had Chris Jericho breathing down your neck.
Well, I know you'd like to have Chris Jericho breathing down your neck at one time, Joe Aiello. That's the kind of guy that you strike me as. But listen, I put Jerry Morrow back in nice and easy because I have respect for a man who's a Canadian heavyweight champion. I have respect, unlike Cruz.
Well, I'll tell you what, I have no respect for you or Champagne Jerry Morrow for your styles in professional wrestling. I didn't even have any respect for the Browns until they turned things around a couple of weeks ago, but I got to tell you one thing. Those two men can still wreak a lot of havoc in any territory, and I'll tell you, it'll be like World War III when Morrow and the Natural tangle with the Brown boys, or these two men have another rematch, depending on what could happen here in this match. We're not going to give you the outcome just yet. We'll let you follow along with us. One fall scheduled for TV time limit. This match took place a few days ago, and we're calling it for you live in the TV studios today. Watching us wherever you may be across the WFWA Wrestling Network. It's good to have you all with us, including the shut-ins that can't get out to the shows.
Well, I don't say hello to the shut-ins for me. Those people should get up off your bed, get up off your easy climber stairs, and get out to the matches. Show a little get up and go.
You should just get up and go from the ringside table here. You're starting to make me sick.
Joe, help, I've fallen, I can't get up.
In just a few minutes, I'm going to help you fall, and you might not be able to get up. Sometimes, I'll tell you, you get this Italian temper going. Just like that man in the ring there, Champagne Jerry Morrow. I think he might be choking Cruz. I can't tell from this vantage point, but he's got his arm locked around that chin or the neck, shielding something from the referee.
Well, that's a chin lock. The only thing he's shielding from the referee is that pencil neck on Cruz. Now, Cruz is probably not going to submit to a chin lock, but what Jerry Morrow is doing is wearing the man down, and that is the sign of a good wrestler, not one who's jumping all over the ring, throwing drop kicks in the first 5 minutes like Cruz. Cruz has got a lot to learn about the stylings and profilings of the Champagne.
Well, the Champagne man, the WFWA heavyweight champion, weighing in at 235 pounds from the island of Martinique. His opponent, the challenger for the WFWA Heavyweight Championship belt, is Cruz, 226 pounds from East Los Angeles. Not much in weight difference, yes, in experience, but I'd have to give the upper hand in speed to Cruz. However, Morrow, very agile, likes to climb the ropes and work off the ropes, and you can see the referee doing a good job there. Some great camera work. A Lumberjack title match here and only here on the WFWA. You can see around the ring athletes like Bobby J, Gene Swan, yourself joined this match there at ringside a few days ago. What a great title match it is.
Oh, well, at this point, I'm really enjoying myself because, of course, my good friend Champagne Jerry Morrow is got control of Cruz. As you can see, still working on that reverse chancery, almost into a crossface, and you can bet that Jerry Morrow picked that up when he was a champion in Japan.
Almost into a choke, if you ask me, but not Cruz now, trying to get his momentum going, his adrenaline pumping, and a couple of elbows to the midsection. He just grabbed a handful of hair and yanked them back down.
Did I miss something again, Joe? Did he pull Jerry Morrow's hair again?
You saw it as well as I did here. Champagne Jerry Morrow.
Jerry Morrow's hair.
He wasn't grabbing, he was just trying to sign to the referee what was happening. I have to admit, though, he is wearing down the cruiser with that chin lock. You call it a chancery. Either way you look, there's a rope. He's got some tape or something around his neck. I just saw it.
That's the ribbon from Chi's hair. That's why they call him the Cruiser. He wears ribbons in his hair, Joe.
Yeah, he's not Little Red Riding Hood, I'll tell you that right now, but he is working him over, and that's what's going on, taking a lot of steam out of Cruz. I thought I had seen some earlier on in this match, but now I saw it for sure, and I should have known better than to trust a man like Morrow to hold on to a chin lock for that long without breaking the rules somewhat.
Well, Joe, you're not the referee. Now, who's that? That referee's kind of funny looking. I don't think I've seen him before. He got a little devil beard going. But listen, if the I'm sure he's a qualified referee. If there was something illegal going on, Joe, don't you think he would put a stop to it?
Well, look at all the great fans throughout Canada watching this one. There you are having words with the referee, and there's Jericho wanting a piece of you. You're running around the ring. Now you've got to jump off. Because Jericho, there's some great fans. Look at that, a WFWA Main Event Wrestling t-shirt. one of the great fans here throughout Canada, picking himself up a WFWA souvenir, watching all the great action with myself and you here at ringside. Once again, if you're just joining us, this match took place a few days ago without any TV commentary. We had to call this one today in the studio live for you. And I'll tell you, it was one of the greatest title matches. I've never heard of a title match being decided by a lumberjack match. I've heard of cage matches in that before, but this is the first time I've ever seen the title being decided through a lumberjack match.
Well, it's no secret that Cruz is not a leader. He is a follower, and he needs his friends around to help him win the match.
Well, there, the referee just spotted that tape that he was strangling Cruz with for most of this match, and a big headbutt there. I don't know if Cruz can maintain his momentum or get it back anyway in this one. He is a young, tough customer, and he's
wears
getting
ribbons in his hair. The referee should give his ribbon back, or he's going to take all his toys and go home.
That was tape from the wrist of our Champagne. You've got me all flustered here at ringside. Morrow just landing a rake to the eyes there. And I'll tell you what, the fans have to get behind Cruz in this one. His adrenaline's got to get pumping again if he intends to win the WFWA heavyweight. Look at that, Brown! That was a beautiful maneuver there. Brown was sick and tired of seeing what was going on. I'll tell you what, there was really no love lost between Brown and Cruz after what's happened, the history between those two. But I'll tell you one thing, there could be some kind of bonding happening between Cruz and Bulldog Bob Brown. I never thought I'd see the day I've ever praised the accolades of Bulldog Bob Brown with what he's done, but I never thought I'd see the day that maybe Cruz would become friends with Bulldog Brown and Kerry Pitbull Brown.
Well, listen, Cruz is the type of guy, he is like a lizard. He will become friends with anyone that, if it'll suit his purpose, Cruz would be friends with Joseph Stalin right now if he were still alive.
That was a low blow there by a headbutt.
He hit him in the leg again, Joe.
Look,
he hit him in the leg.
Yeah, that's about the second or third time I've seen that in weeks. With Jerry Morrow breaking the rules, a low blow there. That guy should be, well, you don't even want to disqualify him because he'd hold on to the belt.
Well, Joe, you should make up your mind. Now, you're saying they shouldn't enforce rules, but they shouldn't disqualify him. All he did was hit in the leg. You saw holding his leg. If he can't take the heat, he should get out of the kitchen, baby.
Well, he's not in the kitchen. He's inside the squared circle, and I'll tell you, if there's one man that can't take the heat, it's that man right there. Look at him. He's got that closed fist there trying to get the blood flowing through the nerves in the arms, the shoulders, if you will. Look at him go. This Cruz has got a lot of fire left. You got to take your hat off to him for that. He's been worn down for the first half of this match, and he is doing an incredible job trying to get the blood flowing through the veins.
Well, he's going to have to do an incredible job to get out of that nerve hold that Jerry Morrow picked up. And look at Cruz now, and he just got leveled. Now you see, this has got to be close to the end of the match because Cruz cannot take much more. And a slow count by that tubby little referee.
Well, we're over the 10-minute mark in this one, I can guarantee you that, and it's been Morrow most of the way. At first working that chin lock over with the roll of tape, but there you are now. Look at that, throwing him back in the ring. Like we said earlier, ladies and gentlemen, this match pre-recorded a few days ago. We're calling it for you live here on the WFWA Wrestling Network. The title on the line, lumberjack match between Champagne Jerry Morrow, the champion, and the challenger, Cruz. Big headbutt there. I'll tell you what, the champion, you can see why he is a champion. Seasoned veteran, and he has not let Cruz have his way for a moment, except now, he might have him. Holy cow, a 2 count. He almost had the champ.
You're not going to pin Jerry Morrow with a small package, especially when your name is Cruz. He's going to have to come up with some more proficient moves in that ring because he has not shown me a thing thus far. And right now, he looks like he's out to lunch, and Jerry Morrow is about to deliver the sandwich.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's making his delivery, but nobody was home, I'll tell you that. And Cruz had enough in him to move away. And Jerry Morrow landed square on the midsection there, right in the middle of the ring. And that could be the one that Cruz needed. That could have been the mistake that cost the seasoned veteran. He's trying to work his way out of the ring, and the Browns say, no, Mr. Morrow, no welcome mat here. You got to make your way back in the ring. This is what Cruz has needed to get the adrenaline flowing.
Well, that's real nice there. Baby Frankenstein, Bob Brown, and his kid, Baby Huey, throwing Jerry Morrow back into the ring when he needed a timeout. It's a champion's prerogative to have a timeout. Kick out, Jerry, come on.
He put his foot over the second rope. No kick out in this case, or Chi Cruz would have had him. And now using the arm, but the Browns send the arm back in. And I'll have to agree with you, they shouldn't be doing that. I mean, they're there to help a guy back in the ring, so to speak, or keep him in the ring for that matter. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on that one, but Cruz has turned this one around. And I can feel it in my bones almost. The blood's starting to flow through my veins. You can feel it in the atmosphere that night when this match took place 3 days ago. And Chi Cruz has turned this match around.
Look at that greasy Gene Swan putting his hands on the champion. And another nice shot to the leg, Joe.
Yeah, the leg, my foot. It was a little bit higher than the leg. And look at this. The Browns, they're not...
his stomach?
The Browns aren't picking any favorites in this one. They're helping Chi back in the ring there now. Big super. The
Hey, wait a minute, Joe. Hey, did Bob Brown pull the foot? Bob Brown pulled the foot on the suplex.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Browns tried to help Chi Cruz back in the ring. I can't help it if I didn't see what happened, but supposedly you're telling me that they grabbed the leg of Jerry Morrow. 1, 2, 3, and there is the new WFWA Heavyweight Champion. It happened 3 days ago, and we had it here for you now. Chi Cruz, the fan favorite, the fan, the man. He is the WFWA Heavyweight Champion. I can barely hear myself think. Capacity, crowd on hand, witnessing all the great WFWA action. Chi Cruz, the brand new champ.